Of welcoming guests to the breakfast table. We've had everybody from Aaron Rodgers to Howie Roseman, all types of faces from across the league joining our show. But guys, let's be honest, this next one brought the house down.
Joining us now, one of our best and oldest friends. He's also one of the best football players on the planet. He is a world champ, a humanitarian, and a fiance. Guys, quarterback for the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, Carson Wentz.
Hey!
What's up, Carson? How you doing, my man?
Good morning, guys. Doing well. Unfortunately, we're not in person, so we can't do any of those fun activities this time.
Like bringing us donuts.
Yes, hijinks, Carson. We live for them. Next time, my friend, for sure. You know how we get down.
We got you next time.
Of course. I'm going to hold you to that. But listen, Carson, we know you've been busy this offseason, a huge offseason for you, rehabbing, but you always find time for your charity work. Can you please tell us what you've been doing with the AO1 Foundation and the Mission of Hope in Haiti?
Yeah, so last year, Jordan Matthews and myself went down to Haiti with the church here that we go to, and you know, my life was just changed down there. I had a new perspective, and I knew I wanted to just make a difference. So this year, I got a chance to go back again. Got to bring some of my teammates this year, and coming back, you know, with the AO1 Foundation and the different things that we're doing, we knew we wanted to be a part of it in a bigger way. So last year we donated towards a sports complex being built down there. Then this year, just a couple weeks ago, we got to actually physically go help build it. And now we want to be a part of the next phase of the project. And so right now we're doing a 2-week fundraiser where I personally will match up to $500,000 towards the Mission of Hope Haiti Sports Complex. And we just want to see this thing get done. And it's such a cool way just to give back and give them, you know, some dignity, some hope, and some of these kids these opportunities that they would never even have. You know, turf fields they don't even know what turf really is down there. There's going to be opportunities for education there that to study late at night with lights in some of their complexes and different things that are just completely foreign to them, just to kind of brings the young people along and raise some leaders in that country to really just see some real change and restore some pride and dignity within those people.
That's awesome, man. We commend you on that. Look at you on and off the field, putting your money where your mouth is. All right, now, Carson, in Week 14, you tore your ACL. We're all familiar that you were having an MVP season. Now, this is personal to me when I ask you about the ACL because I had it in 2008. So I know it kind of changes you, and it's a difficult task to get back to where you were, but it also makes you stronger and a different monster when you get back on the field. First, how's the rehab going, and how has that ACL changed you?
For sure. Rehab's been great. You know, it's obviously, Nate, you know, it's not fun. It's quite the process. It can be painful some days, but, you know, so far everything's going well. Where I'm at, I'm very confident. You know, my goal is to be back for Week 1. And as far as changing me as a player, you know, there's just things that I'll continue to learn throughout my whole career. You know, there's times where you look back on the tape and say, okay, I could have maybe avoided that one. Just know when to cut your losses. But overall, as an aggressive player, I'm not going to change, so to speak, and I'm not going to let this slow me down going forward. I truly believe I'll come back stronger than ever. Especially, you know, having to miss the playoffs, miss the Super Bowl. You know, that as much as exciting as it was, there's just that little uneasiness inside of me to have to miss those games that, you know, I truly believe I'll be back stronger than ever, and I'm not too worried about it going forward.
Yeah, we all dream about playing the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, I didn't, but you were able to live it, even though it was on the sideline. How confident are you that you'll be out there Week 1 versus the Falcons?
Yeah, I'm very confident. You know, it's a fluid process, so you never know how it's going to go. But where we're at, you know, just trying to do what the doctors say and kind of just take it step by step. You know, there's the times where you feel great and you want to push it more, but you got to just stay the course with what the doctors are saying. So I feel really good and really confident for Week 1.
Carson, it's so great having you on the show again. I remember when you were drafted by the Eagles, there was this great hope for this kid out of North Dakota to come in and save the franchise. Well, the second-round pick is a kid from South Dakota, Britain, South Dakota, Dallas Goedert. Yep. As a fellow Dakota guy, what is your advice to Dallas Goedert to making the transition from essentially a 7-on-7 high school football career to now the pros, and also moving from Britain, South Dakota to Philadelphia?
Yeah. I think it'll be easy. You know, I think it'll be easy for him. You know, the little bit I've talked to him, we share the same agent as well. So I know him a little bit. I've unfortunately got to see him kind of tear it up against the the buys in the last couple of years watching on TV and stuff. So I believe as a football player, I believe he's going to help us tremendously. Just having another big target like that to complement Zach Ertz, and I think that'll just go a long way with our offense. But on the personal side, I'm really excited to see how he adjusts out here, and I know he'll be just fine.
You say the word easy. It's really easy to donate, by the way, to the AO1 Foundation. I'm doing it right now. Super easy. AO1Foundation.org. Go ahead and do that. So you like to hunt. I know that. We all know that. We even had you hunt on the show at the Super Bowl last year. But what does it feel like to be the hunted? Because you are the champs. Everybody's hunting you this season. What's it going to be like to wear that target?
Yeah, it obviously comes with a lot of high expectations, and people want to, talk about that target on our back, and you truly know you're going to get everyone's best shot every week. But we wouldn't rather have it be any other way. We have high expectations around here. We expect excellence kind of every day in everything that we do, and that culture that we've kind of just started, since I got here and Coach Peterson kind of got here, that culture that he's really brought in has really just expected excellence in everything that we've done. And obviously we had that quick turnaround within 2 years. Coach had his first Super Bowl, so hopefully we can just continue that tradition, but it's just a one day at a time approach. But that whole mindset of having a target on your back, we don't really look into that too much, and we just take care of our own business.
It's been an incredible run, Carson. I know you want to keep it going. Meanwhile, Nick Foles stepped in for you when you went down during the Eagles' playoff run, and he ends up as the MVP of the Super Bowl. Now, I know you've talked a lot about the great relationship you guys had, the communication, but the fact is, when August comes around, he's a competitor, you're a competitor, he's going to want to play, you're going to want to play. Do you anticipate a competition between you and Nick Foles come training camp?
Yeah, I think Nick and I, just from the outside world, that you'd think there'd be some potential ruffled feathers, some different things going on. But the way Nick and I have handled, just our relationship, I think the basis of our relationship is we're friends. We're friends first and foremost before we are teammates. So that's made things so much easier to just root each other on, and just having just complete confidence in each other. So I think we both know kind of where we're at and what's going forward is going to look like. So I'm really confident that there'll be no issues with that. And I love Nick, and we both understand, kind of just the nature of this business and the outset of this team in the future. So we're excited, and I'm excited he's still here, and excited for the future with him as well.
Carson, your GM, Howie Roseman, continued to add pieces this offseason. A lot of times Super Bowl teams say, let's not mess with what's good. But you guys add Michael Bennett, you add Mike Wallace, you bring in all these draft picks, and you also get a lot of players back from injury. How do you ensure that the chemistry and that the hunger is still going to be real for this Eagles team after the success of winning a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think just first with the culture that we've established, I think that'll just ensure that we don't get complacent. I know a lot of people will look into the fact that a lot of our leaders and some of our better players were hurt going through that playoff stretch, and I know a handful of guys like myself will not allow complacency to be an issue whatsoever. And then the new guys coming in, last year we had new guys coming in as well, and just to get everyone on board and to buy into the culture and the atmosphere and the organization that we have. And that starts with Coach Peterson. He does a great job every day, kind of just setting the bar for what to expect and what things are going to look like. So I really have no worries or no fears that the new guys coming in won't be able to buy into a culture that is shaped the way that we have it here.
All right, Carson, now let's talk about last year, because you guys played the underdog role throughout the playoffs. You guys are wearing the dog mask on the field, before the game, after the game. The fans embraced it. I need to know personally your inspiration going in 2018, because if I got to go buy a shark mask right now, please let me do it, because the dog masks, they weren't online. I couldn't find them anywhere. So if you give us a jump on what you guys are planning, let me know. What's the inspiration for 2018?
Well, as far as the dog mask goes, you'll have to ask Lane or Chris Long on that one. I don't know what those two crazy guys are doing, but as far as inspiration, like I said, we just expect greatness in everything that we do. That's kind of how I've always been wired. It's always been easy for me, even going back to college, when you win, to just flip the page, turn the page, and go on to the next year, and just not get complacent on last year's success. And I truly believe that's everyone in this organization, the team, the players, the leaders. That's everyone's kind of mindset. So as far as motivation, it's just let's go try and do it again.
Carson, you have a winning mentality, a great attitude. You've gone through a lot of adversity. Your 76ers, they need your help tonight. We're down the road, a couple miles away from Philadelphia. I don't know if you're going to be courtside tonight, but speak to your 76ers as a leader in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll be there tonight, so hopefully that'll change things a little bit. We're hoping for that one, but hopefully they can just stay alive. Just had a couple costly turnovers late in these ball games, and hopefully they can clean some things up. But I don't see why they can't win 4 straight and advance still. But we'll start tonight, but hopefully being there, I can hopefully impact that a little bit.
Yes, winning 4 straight. I guess you could call that a process that they have to trust. Carson, we know you are plugged into something special, my man, so keep continuing that rehab. The 4 of us are pulling for you. The 4 of us believe in you, and we cannot wait to see you this fall. Next time, my friend, hijinks right here in studio, my man.
Look at this, gonna take it in for the score.
Flag football is coming to NFL Network.
Comes up with a huge